Hello, I'm Rhonda Van Winkle, and I'm here in Las Vegas at the Smith Plastic Surgery Institute. It's a state-of-the-art facility. It's very excited. It's located on Sahara. Now, this is very exciting for Pahrump because we don't have a plastic surgeon in Pahrump. And I'm here in the surgery room where many men and women will be visiting to get done to them what they have always wanted done. But today we're going to be talking about breast augmentation. Dr. Smith, we are this week continuing on breast augmentation and talking about implants. There are two different types of implants. There's silicone and then there's saline. Do you have a recommendation or what is the difference?
Thank you for asking, and you're already informed if you know that. Many patients do not know that. In general, there are basically two types of implants. A saline implant means an implant filled with IV fluid, water. Okay, saline, it has a little bit of salt in it. It matches your bloodstream. So it's the same stuff we put in IVs, a saline implant. The other type of implant is a silicone implant. It's filled with a silicone gel. There's a big difference between the two types of implants, and they both have pros and cons. The advantages of the saline implant is, one, it's cheaper, so that's always a nice advantage. The other advantage is it can be placed through a smaller incision. The saline implant can be placed through, we can place it through an incision literally this small. It can be rolled up, and then we create the pocket, we can insert it and then inflate it. Another advantage of the saline implant is that we can fill it different volumes. Saline implants come with kind of a fill range. So for example, if you picked a 300 cc implant, we can fill it anywhere from 300 to 350. So if your breasts are a little different, one may be slightly larger than the other, we can even them out, and that's a very nice thing. However, the disadvantage of the saline implants is they feel more fake, they're slightly more heavy, and they have a more tendency to ripple. If anyone's ever seen a little bit of waviness, women frequently have not seen this, but men are always like, yeah, I hate that when I see that, because they look at breasts a little more often than women, especially in this town. So the saline implants have a higher incidence of rippling. They feel a little more firm and fake, and they probably more likely to start sagging down a little bit. In general, I would recommend a silicone implant over the saline implant most of the time. Despite all the things I told you, the silicone implants have some very strong advantages. One is they're very soft. Two is they seem like they'll last longer than the saline implants. And number three, they have a more natural look to them and less likely to have that rippling. Disadvantages, of course, we have to put a slightly larger incision, but still not a large incision to put them in. It's just slightly larger. And they cost a little more. They're more expensive. They are very safe, though. People are concerned about the safety of the silicone implants. But the new silicone implants differ significantly from the old silicone implants. The old silicone implants, if you were to, and we've discussed this a little bit, if you were to poke them or cut them, they kind of were quite leaky. They were more like a pudding type of viscosity. The new silicone implants are like a very firm Jell-O, in fact firmer than Jell-O. So if you cut them, you can actually hold them upside down and they don't go anywhere. This increases their safety quite a bit. So the new silicone implants are actually quite safe. They feel more natural, they look more natural. In general, they are my recommendation for most patients. If you have the saline ones, a lot of patients are changing to silicone, so that's something to consider too. Thank you.
For more information or to schedule a free consultation, call 702-838-2455 or email Dr. Smith at smithsurgery@aol.com.